So you spend so much time and money trying to get an art job. Well, let me tell you, it's not always something to be envious about. And there are good reasons actually to quit an art job. Hey, welcome back. This is Cetriya, Cetriya. Real quick, just wanted to do a quick little promotion of my two little sets that I am premiering on my new Etsy shop. It is the end of the year and I don't see myself doing too many cons. I only have about a dozen of each set. One is the book lover set, so if you're into comics or some sketchbook scenes, that's your set. And then I have the accessory set of original designs of tote bags, pencil cases, and coin purse, and they're all a set, so get them while you still can, and there's free shipping until the listing expires. So let's get into the main topic of the number one reason why I will end up quitting having an art job. Now, the current job that I have, I may or may not stay in it for another year or two, depending on how the economy goes. And the second job that the job after this will all depend on my finances, but I will tell you that I will definitely be hustling to get over the threshold of needing to go to a job such as this. Now, I'm not against actually having a day job. This is actually to talk about why you as a creative, as an artist, may not want to continue in going to an art job, even if you still monetarily need something to provide for you. And the biggest thing that I have, and it has been on my mind a lot more recently, and that is the fact that going to an art job is far too taxing. Now you might be thinking, oh, it's a first world problem. What could be so taxing if you're getting paid to do what you went to school for? Well, there comes to a point where, especially if you're working in studio, and I know a lot of graphic designers have mentioned this too, but the thing is, you were hired to do what you have done and shown capable of doing. That means unless you're in a really cool, hip place to work at, if you're just in a typical in-house artist job for whatever mass-produced thing, you will find that you don't have the room to practice. Now, some of you guys, especially for those who aren't in a creative field, will probably like, well, you can come home and practice, stop playing video games, stop watching TV. Side note, I have not owned a TV for over 15 years, and neither have I ever played video games in the last 20 years. But it doesn't matter. What is actual problem is, after you spent all that time creatively thinking, it's really hard you suffer through a short-term burnout of constantly problem solving. But my biggest thing that has started to get to me now is physically, after sitting at the drawing board for 8 hours straight, you don't want to come back home and sit again, even if you feel like you have the energy, but only to protect your body. And what I mean is, there are times where certain projects come in at work, and I know for a fact that I will not have any rest whatsoever for a couple of days. I will sit and draw to the point of bruising my hand, and I have some photos of me, tying my hands with paper or whatever to provide some sort of cushion. Please comment below if there's like a product out there or a special glove for this. But that's where I am starting to come to have a problem. My problem being is I am willing to work. I have time, or I have made time to work, and I really want to challenge myself with new projects, and not just new projects, but I want to have a better schedule with my current projects. And I'm finding that unless I learn to be ambidextrous and draw with my other hand, that coming home to cramped hands and fingers and wrists is not something that I would sit and abuse again, to sit and abuse. And I know of artists who had gone through surgery before the age of 30 simply because of the fact that they spent so much time just sitting there, and it's something to do with repetitive hand injury. So yeah, that is probably the biggest thing to note of why you might want to quit an art job. And that is just straight up that it's too taxing on your body, and you want to come home and actually use your body to make art and create things that you find far more fulfilling. So I see myself in the future probably getting myself a regular office job, do some sort of freelancing that has nothing to do with creativity, or just do temp job to temp job, or I would do physical labor at this point. It'd be much more healthy anyways. So yeah, that is my main reason. So if in the future you start to see me popping up with a lot more projects, now you know why. So by all means below, like I said, leave a comment, leave your question, leave your feedback. Let me know in your case, are you desiring to still have an art job, or are you working in a creative job that you're thinking that maybe it's not something from you, even though you still enjoy creating artwork? Please let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video.